Greetings! Mari Smith back in the house. How are you? I'm so happy to be here. Wowie zowie. So, awesome possum. We have got a fabulous lesson for you today. A video tutorial coming to you live from sunny San Diego. Thanks for being here. Wow, I have missed you. I have been offline for 3 weeks recovering from a virus. My goodness, that one knocked me out. But I am on the mend and doing well and super happy to be here with you. So, let's see what I want to do first. Okay, so I'll just go right ahead and share my screen. That should come right up here. I put my camera here. This is the eCam Live app, so you can kind of move your camera wherever you want. I'll pop it right there for now. So, here we go. This is part 2 of 3, and we are talking about video distribution. The first part 1 video was video creation, creating videos. Today is video distribution. And next week, I'm going to be talking about video amplification, increasing the reach. Well, today a little bit of the reach as well, but more next week about ads. We really talk about ads and promoting the reach of your video content to the right audience. Okay. But today I want to talk really about distribution, like where should you publish your videos? And I get these questions all the time, with Facebook Live. Should you download them? Should you repurpose them? What about YouTube? What about Twitter? What about Instagram? All these other channels. So let's do this. I'm going to pop my video over here just temporarily. And if you missed part 1, you can go ahead and catch it. Actually, I just made it the featured video on my page. This is part 1 right here. And, oh, by the way, did you know, little sidebar here, do you see all these captions, right? So that's going to be one of my tips later. I'm getting way ahead of myself. It's one of my slides about captions and different ways to add captions. And you're like, Mari, how did you get the blue captions on your video? That's actually a setting unique to every user. Did you know that you, as a Facebook user, can change the caption settings? Now, that's only on your end, only how you're viewing them. It's under your settings. You can go in here and go into your settings. I forget where it is, but if we get time, I'll show you exactly how to do it later. And if I don't do it on this video, we'll catch up with you in the comments. But yeah, it's only for your viewing, right? If you find the font's too small, you can change the font and the size and the color. So I just like mine in blue. Anyway, that is video number 1 right there, getting started with social video. And this series is brought to you by the lovely Wave Video app, a really cool app. We're going to do a quick recap here. So let's do this. My next slide, part 2 of 3. Oh, I did put part 2 of 3 right there. And I'll do that. And then I'm going to go to my eCam. And for the rest of this presentation, I'm just going to slip my camera up top like that. Yeah, perfect. Coolio. Okay, so here we go. Thanks for being here. It's lovely to see you. If you've got questions at all, I'm looking over there on my other monitor and I can see your questions and comments coming in, and thank you so much. Thanks. Yes, I'm definitely on the mend. I'm doing a little bit part-time work this week, and really happy to be on the healing path, feeling way better than I was 2 weeks ago. So thanks for your patience, and thank you especially to Wave for being so accommodating and understanding, because I could not have come on camera in the last couple of weeks. Barely get out of bed. Anyway, here we go. Part 1 recap. I wanted to just remind you of some of the crucial elements of doing your video for Facebook predominantly, but we'll also include Instagram, because pretty much anything that you present on Facebook, upload, share your content, you want to be also keeping in mind Instagram, because Facebook makes it so easy with being able to optimize the reach to the exact perfect audience that you want using the ads manager, and you just leave selected the Instagram placement. Now, obviously you might just advertise on Instagram. It's a different over there. You can only do 60-second videos, for example. But in any case, Facebook really wants you to optimize for mobile, because some 90% of Facebook users access on mobile, predominantly mobile devices. And of course, Instagram is only mobile. So what does that mean? It means you want to focus on ideally square videos. Square are bigger. They take up a little bit more space in the news feed. Or portrait, okay? Maybe you're doing some canvas ads. or you're putting out portrait videos, you're doing some Facebook Lives from your phone, and you're doing them on portrait style. I did one yesterday, tried out those live stories. The jury's still out on me, on stories, especially on Facebook. But I know people love them on Instagram. Also, Sheryl Sandberg on the last Facebook earnings call, she was really emphatic about encouraging short form snackable content. Snackable, like literally 6 seconds, 6 to 15 seconds. Now those are for ads. You obviously wouldn't be getting on and doing a Facebook Live for 15 seconds. That would be silly. You can go and do your Facebook Lives longer, and you can also experiment with longer video. We'll talk about that in a minute here. But ideally, keeping in mind for just kind of those drip feeding, getting to know people, brand awareness, building relationships, getting just people more aware of your business. And then obviously calls to action, and getting people to message you, and ultimately driving business. Sheryl Sandberg, Mark Zuckerberg are very emphatic about that point too, that Facebook is really kind of pivoted, if you will, with their drive to purchase ads, insofar as it must drive business. Okay, so anytime you're going to invest money in Facebook ads, it has to ultimately give you an ROI. And I'm going to go much deeper into that in session 3 next week. For now, we're talking predominantly about distribution, where to put your videos, what different platforms to optimize them. Over half of video content is viewed on mobile. Facebook TV is here. We're going to talk a little bit about Facebook Live today, and it is called Watch. If you haven't heard that, then that might be news to you, but I think most people here have heard Facebook has their new television, if you will, that they've been talking about for quite some time, and they said it was coming in the summer, and sure enough, it's here on mobile device, desktop, and their set-top, television app. So you can be streaming all kinds of shows, and you can, if you have a show concept, you already have a show in mind, or you're doing it on another channel, or you're doing this for Facebook Live, you can apply to have your show featured on Watch or just placed in Watch. Okay, so that's just new. It's brand new as of 2 weeks ago. It's really exciting. So are you ready? As I say, because that's where it's all going, is everybody's going to be having their own show, I guess. Not everybody, but a lot of people. I really get excited about this part because I really feel that, Facebook TV is where YouTube was maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And so they've got this kind of ground floor opportunity. It's really exciting. Now, because this series is brought to you by Wave Video App, I do want to remind you of what it looks like, because when I talk about optimizing for mobile and doing Instagram and Square and Portrait, I just love this app for being able to do that. This is a screenshot. I'll show you in a minute the real live tool, the Wave video app, and you'll see what this looks like. So there are actually, you go and you see this, wait a minute, I could do landscape, square, mobile, that's portrait, 2x3. You can see the wee icon there. Even a Facebook cover video. Yay! We're going to talk about that today as well. And then standard 4x3 is your landscape. But look at these 3 wee dots. Oh my goodness. There's actually even more. There's an Instagram story. 9x16 is the dimensions there. To check out Wave, you can go after you're done watching this live. If you haven't already, take a peek at animatron.com/wave. Animatron is the company that made Wave. They're actually an animation tool. And then they also have this beautiful new app, Wave, just came out this summer. Really, really good for agencies. They have this branding feature. Let's hop over there real quick. I'm just going to give you a quick reminder. We can come back to it if you have questions about it, but I have got a number of slides as well that I want to cover today. As I say, today's all about video distribution. So let's just see. I think my camera is covering it up right here. Yeah, I'll move it down just for a smidge there, because you can see up at the top. I don't know if you can see over here. You can see my cursor where it says I'm logged in, obviously. You can see my little icon, and then it just says create video. And then there's also like a header video up here. This is created. This is actually, you know what? I mentioned this 3 weeks ago in part 1. I know, as I say, if you just joined us, we got a bit behind with Mari healing up here. I'm doing well now. But this beautiful video at the top is a Facebook cover video. Okay. So if I go back here, remember I said here, so FB cover. That is obviously for your Facebook page cover video, but you could also use the exact same video for the top of a website. It's really, really cool. So if I go in here, go create video, and this will give you a super quick reminder and demo of all the power of what you can do in here. So today I thought, wouldn't it be fun? And actually I'm going to move my camera back up because I'm just going to put it up there like that at the very top because we should be okay now. Now then, let's say I am going to be opening, so I'm doing this cleanse right now. I'm totally vegan, about 80% raw, and choosing to be vegan right now while I'm cleansing and healing. So I thought, oh, I know, I'm going to show everybody how to do a little video. Pretend I'm going to be opening a juice bar. So you've got two choices here. You can search inside of the Wave Video app, and you can select from 2.5 million royalty-free video clips, photos, and images. And you can upload your own, right? You got my uploads right here. So you can upload your own. And then over here, so let's say I want to do, I'm just going to say something like, let's say fruit. Hit enter. Now, what kinds of lovely things? Ooh, I love all the choices they have in here. And as you hover over the video, you can actually see it moving, right? And so you'd say, oh, there's some strawberries being washed. That looks nice. Oh, here's a little cute little girl drinking her shake. That might be cute. That was appealing to kids. Ooh, there's a pastry. No pastries, Mari. So let's just say this one. That looks fun. That was perfect for a juice bar. I'll get all that yummy fruit and veggies and whatever. So I'm going to go like this. It says loading mixed fruit. Slow. And then it's got a text across the top. Now, see how my tab is up here? Now I'm going to go and click on square. I like to work with squares. Those of you that follow my page, you'll see a lot of videos I'm doing lately are square. You can also go and shorten or lengthen the video clip. See how it's 10 seconds automatically? I'm going to just drag that little guy like that. I can also move the video because obviously it's optimized for wide, and I'm just going to take a portion of it, and then I'm going to click in here, and I'm going to let's see, juice bar, and then I can add a little subtext, opening soon, something like that, just for fun. Let's see. Now these, by the way, these colors are already my brand. Up the top right, need to move my camera again because I know it's under there. Go like that, just put it right there. I like to leave the camera on so you know I'm actually here. Because you say, Mari, just take it off. No, I need to leave it on. Do you see up here? So it's got new brand. So I got my brand up here, and you can see my wee logo. You can add a new brand. You can go in here and manage brands. This is what I mean. It's cool for agencies. And I don't mean this to be a big, in-depth, Wave. It's all about Wave, but I love Wave, and the series is brought to you by Wave. And last session was video creation. We covered all of this, but I know a lot of people did not catch part one, so I just wanted to do a quick review today, and then we'll talk about distribution. I got a number of slides for you. Super cool. So see that's, well, actually I didn't name it properly, but oh well. Add new brand, and then I've got my fonts and my colors and your logos, and you just go add new brand, and now you got all your different fonts in here, and you got over 300. They are I believe they're bringing out the ability to add your own fonts. Actually, I know they are. So 300 Google fonts there, and super cool. And then your colors, really nice to be able to choose all these different colors, hex by hex code, or just typing in green or whatever you want. Okay, so let's go back to that. Go back to my edit. So there was my juice bar opening soon. Also, let's say with the video, I do need to actually trim that. I can go in here and I can just go to the trim, and I actually want to move this because I want the fruit to start right away because it looks like it's just kind of just going like that. There we go. A little piece of that. Yeah, trim. That looks great. So, and then I'm just going to start playing it. You can see it's going to go like that. Now, and you just juice bar opening scene, and then I can continue on. I can add, let's say, like I say, I want this little girl in here, and you can mix it up with video, with clips. You can drag and drop these. You can change the transitions, and then you can add your music. There are tons and tons of great music. Here's where you add your watermark. In this case, I'll go back to making sure I'm on my brand, and there's my logo. I'm going to hit use, and then my logo goes the top. You can place it wherever you want. You can drag and drop it wherever you want. So you got your logo as your watermark, or it could just be a call to action. I got like a little URL transparent image here. Okay. And then you go publish. It's really, really cool. Oh my gosh. I just really enjoy this app. It's so good. It's so well done. We can come back to that. I want to make sure we get further into the presentation with the slides that I've got here for you. Okay. So that's a reminder of the power of what this really cool tool is. Oh, and just to be, excuse me, super clear, my friends, the ability, what I did there was show you just square, but see all the tabs? You are literally creating, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You're simultaneously creating 6 versions of the same video, right? Now, each one you need to publish and download. So I would publish and download my square, and then I might go back in and say, oh God, this is so good. I want to make a Facebook cover of it. And I'd go in there and maybe make a few tweaks and add something else to it. And it's so easy to just kind of repurpose like that. So let's keep going on here. Video publishing tips. Now, always upload natively. And I think some people, maybe a few people out there are still somewhat confused about this. I don't know, but we've got to set the record straight here. That means uploading video directly to Facebook. That's what natively means. It does not mean share a YouTube link or a Vimeo or a Wistia, whatever. We love those different platforms, and they're great where they are, but Facebook will not give you as much reach, visibility, optimization if you're posting a YouTube video link versus if you're uploading the video natively. Now, obviously, if it's somebody else's video and it's on YouTube, you can't find it on Facebook, then that is the only way to share it. You don't take other people's YouTube videos, scrape them off YouTube, and then upload them to Facebook. That's a big no-no. They call that freebooting. Tisk. That was happening like crazy, like 2 years ago, and Facebook did finally do something about it. And they got those, the rights manager and whatnot. Shorter is better especially for ads. I mentioned that earlier. Now, watch this though. Facebook says more people watch videos to completion that are 15 seconds or less. What? On part 1, I showed you examples that Sheryl Sandberg mentioned on the Q2 earnings call from Tropicana, the juice company, right? And they compared, they did a A/B test, and they did 6-second videos and 15-second videos, and the 6-second ones performed better. You're like, oh my gosh, how do I get my message across in 6 seconds? Well, look at that little juice. I mean, that video, ultimately I would shorten this up a bit here. We'd put our call to action in there, and there I got like a 9-second video. I'd probably shorten this one up a bit here. I don't know if you can see that way down the bottom. And that says 4.5. Let's make that even shorter. 3. You remember 3 seconds is what counts as a view. And I usually like some action happening immediately when I do a video. Don't do any transitions and slow, builds or anything, because people just don't have any attention today. So, like that, I could, there you go. I can get the message across fairly quickly. Oh, it's stuck. There it goes. And obviously I'm going to say juice bar opening soon. I'd have something a bit more compelling than that. But it's amazing. You can tell your story. If you can tell your story or get a point across in 15 seconds or less, people will watch it to the end. And then the magic secret sauce, my friends, which we will cover in depth next week, is doing video view custom audiences. So you could now create a list. Now you won't know who the people are, but Facebook does, and you can place different content, different ads, different calls to action, invite people to message you, drive people to a landing page, and you can do other custom audiences over there with the pixel. But you can go into your ads manager and say, hey Facebook, I would like to reach people who watched 90% of this 15-second video. Or maybe more. You could do 50% of a 4-minute video. That's a huge captive audience. Now, again, we're talking about native uploads. You want to use the Facebook publishing tools if you want, or you can just go straight to the publisher and you can schedule. And then there's also cross post. Some of you here might be familiar with cross post. That just means the ability to reuse videos in multiple posts on your page. I put /pages. That is pages that you are admin of inside Business Manager. Now, let's just go real quick here. If I go, what do I have here? Those are my videos. Yeah, if I just go publishing tools, this is what I mean. You can come in here and you got your video section, of course, right? So you get your whole video library, and then you got videos you can cross post, and then you can just you could create a post right from here. And if you upload the video, and then it could be actually saved as a draft or scheduled. Right from in here. My preference, quite frankly, I don't use the publishing tools that often for the video part of it. I just come right in here and I go share a photo or video right there, right? Upload photos. You also got, your carousel right here too. That's saying photo though, photo. If you go in and do carousel ads, again, for next week, talking really about the ad component of it, you can do a combination of square photos and videos for your carousel. I believe it's up to 10. I think they keep changing it. You know what? I counted the other week there. I saw a carousel Amazon ad and I think it had 33 cards on it. What? I know. It's crazy. Hey, I'll pop back on camera. If you just joined us, hello, greetings, welcome. It is lovely to see you all. Mari Smith coming to you here live from sunny, as you can see out my window there. It's lovely and sunny today. Really a delight to be back in the saddle here. Somewhat part-time this week, but I'm feeling so much better, and it's a delight to be here with you. Got questions? Pop them below. Happy to answer. If I don't get to them while we're live, I'll circle back and do them in the comments. Keep going here because we got a number of more slides for you. This is fun stuff. Hey, and by the way, if you see my little looping video down here, I made that in Wave. I did one similar for part 1. And it's just, I love the lady's blue, Facebook blue nail polish. And so just a really simple short looping video that just adds a little visual interest and movement to your slides. Fun stuff for any speakers out there. Keep moving here. So Facebook Live, let's talk about Facebook Live. Big, hot topic. My goodness, right? Especially now with the watch, the new watch, and people are thinking about perhaps having their own TV program on Facebook. So some of the tools, decisions when you're going Facebook Live. I mean, there's a whole, thought process and marketing sequence that needs to go into your Facebook Lives. You can just dive in and get started, obviously, but really for, serious businesses out there are looking to monetize Facebook Live, a little bit more prep definitely makes a difference. I do have a course coming up. We can talk about that at the end. I'll pop a link into the comments, but I've been promising a Facebook Live course and a Facebook ads combo course for quite some time. Really excited about that. So anyway, you're going to decide, all right, am I going live by mobile or desktop? Right? Start there. 2 choices. Mobile, you're going to have more options in terms of filters, masks. Do you really need those for business? I don't know. They're fun. I did one yesterday, like I said, I did a live story, and I also chose to broadcast on my personal profile at the same time. And some of my friends there are saying they love to use the filters and masks, and they're fun. They're entertaining. You might think they're very juvenile and they're only for kids, but you know what? People love to be entertained. Make people laugh. You will draw them in, you really will. But that's all only available on mobile. You can't do masks as far as I know. I don't think so. I don't know. There might be ways that people are doing masks through third-party apps, but right now Facebook has them just on mobile. Also, you can invite viewers to join. You've probably seen that. Those of you who are doing Facebook Live on mobile. If you start portrait, it comes in picture like FaceTime, little wee picture there. It's kind of funny. If you start landscape, it looks much better if you're going to invite your viewers to join you one at a time, and then it's side by side. You got the new live stories for personal profiles. At the moment, it disappears. The moment you're finished broadcasting on a live story, it disappears, but you have the option to also broadcast on your profile, and then it's saved there. Now then, let's look at desktop. This is Facebook. This is broadcasting on, it's quite limited what you can do. I've heard, I haven't tried, I maybe tried it one time. I prefer the third-party apps, but you can't always select cameras. Like I'm using an external camera here today. A Sony A6000. For those of you interested, I had to have other little gizmos hooked up to a Blackmagic box and all kinds of things to make sure it works with my Mac. But otherwise, you can go live from your desktop. Let's talk third-party apps. So you've got my favorite, BeLive.tv. I have lots of favorites, but BeLive TV has a unique place in the market because they do interview style, so just side by side, or you can do a talk show where you can have people like in the lobby waiting. I believe it's up to 10 people waiting in the lobby, and you can bring people on 2 at a time. You can share your desktop, and one of my favorite features is you can, as people are live commenting, you can actually put their comments up on the screen. You've probably seen it done before. It's really, really cool. I love that feature. And they're just a great company, a great brand, really, really great culture and good support. Blue Jeans, I love these guys. They do multi-person, so up to 50 people on webcam with 9 on display at any one time. I use them all the time for my private groups. I love doing these like on-camera video masterminds and meetings. We use that in my inner circle, and it's a really great platform. And what I'm using today is Ecamm Live, and that in a moment, one of my slides coming up, we're going to talk about how to do pre-recorded video. Okay, so like you might go and use the Wave video app, make a great video, and you're like, oh my God, I want to put this on Facebook, which you can just upload natively, right? But then you're like, I want to do this as a Facebook Live video. How do people do that? I've seen them do it all the time. And you know what? I'm going to show you because I've got some slides coming up. But one of the ways would be Ecamm Live. Actually, you can do it through Blue Jeans too. You could pre-upload video. And then Wirecast is kind of the granddaddy. You've also got Livestream, livestream.com, but Wirecast is really the top choice of a lot of professional. You see a lot of professional high-end streams out there where they're doing B-roll and they're switching up and they're bringing guests in through Skype or Zoom. And it's more than likely all done through Wirecast or Livestream, but most likely on Facebook right now, Wirecast. So great company. That's Telestream. Let's see. With that, I think I'll do this real quick because I'm just going to show you. Oh my God, look, I love it when we discover new features while we're live. Have you guys seen that before? If you go to somebody's page, right next to the video, it's got a wee live thing. Crikey, mate. I might have to screenshot that. How cool is that? I got my snag. It's closed right now. I just have to do it with that. I'll just do it there. Also, you got to take screenshots of when new things happen. Let me zoom up a bit for you. I'm going to go into my videos. Live. Woo! Yeah, I didn't know it does that. So it automatically puts, when you are live, it automatically puts your current live video as the featured video. And then as soon as you're done, it will go back to whatever featured video you had before. Hi, friends. Hey, thanks all in. Hi, Sasha and Barbara and Dave. You guys are awesome. And then it's like live there. It's like Facebook's like, come on, everybody watch. There's something happening here. It's live. For those of you who are not familiar, what I'm doing right here is, there you go. So I can see this one here, and I'm going to bring this up. We'll mute the volume. This is Be Live. And there, that's what I mean. See? Oh, so I've got my lower thirds there. I should take that. That's called a frame. Be Live calls it a frame. So you can take the frame off like that. I love that. That's a really cool feature that BeLive.tv has. And people love to see themselves up in lights like that. They really do. And then I wanted to show you a couple other things. Oh, and I had one with guests that I wanted to show you right quick. If you haven't, I'm sure most everybody's seen these before. Oh, this one right here. That's quite, make sure that's muted. There you go. So this is Be Live. That's me bringing Barb on side by side, and then later, oh yeah, if you have a really big comment, it kind of goes, you have to look over the top of it. Here's my buddy David, and Luria. They're live streaming pros. And then there's 3. You can do lots of different layouts. So just thinking about, oh my gosh, you know what? I got an idea to do interviews and to do, talk shows and things like that, right? There you go, like that, so on and so forth. So many of you have seen that already. And then, yeah, I think that's it. I mean, that's it. There's another one there. Oh, Dave, see, there's you. That was me. This is the first time I ever saw a picture-in-picture. I was actually in Perth, Scotland. I was sitting there with my friend Chloe. And you see how the picture-in-picture works? There's Fiona Clark. She's over the top of my face. And I know, Dave, we had you in there too. So I think if you're going to bring guests on, it's just better to do it. That's on mobile only. When you're doing the up here, as I was talking about, mobile Facebook Live, okay? Moving along, broadcasting videos to live. Now, that's what I was talking about. Let's say you make a great video using Wave video app. I know there's a lot of different tools out there. And today, this is brought to you by Wave. We're talking about Wave, which is one of my favorite apps. You can make 6 different formats at the same time. Super cool. Love it. And it would be really easy to make a video and broadcast it using Ecamm Live, like I say, or because you basically are broadcasting from your desktop. That's what Ecamm Live is. It sits on your desktop. Create great videos first, edit them as you wish. Now, and we're also going to talk in a moment about repurposing, okay? So how to actually take your lives or, video you've done already and how you can kind of chop them up a bit, repurpose them, and then broadcast them as live as well if you wanted to. Check out Wave Video app, of course. And then what you do to, this is you, just to clarify, this is you doing a Facebook Live. Obviously, here I am in the flash broadcasting live right now. But let's say I had made a video tutorial. Let's say this was something I already did earlier and I had recorded it and then I just broadcast it as live. So you can do that. I got a few comments and tips for you on that because it's a fine balance, isn't it? Because one of my, it's about relationships, right? And being authentic and being transparent and real and all those wonderful words. And there's nothing worse than people going, is this live? And then they're asking you a question and you don't even notice. And by the way, if you are asking me questions, I know there's a lot of people here and I will get to them. Upload to a third-party Facebook Live tool. So like Ecamm Live or Wirecast or BlueJeans. So what you're doing is you're bringing the video into that app and then broadcasting from there. If you've ever tried to broadcast a video and just hoping that the sound would come through from your desktop, that just doesn't work as well. These are screenshots from Ecamm Live. It's a great tool. That's just what the dashboard looks. This is what I'm looking at right here. It's a super clean little app. It's so cool. So cool. So this is what I actually call, faux live or real live. Now, many of you have probably seen those live. Let me come back on camera just to change it up for a minute. Have you seen those lives, right? They kind of did the rounds where somebody out there figured out how to hack the system and they would be live. They'd either do a continuous live or they'd be live for like, I think it's 2.5 hours is the max, but I've seen some people do it for 4 hours. I don't know how they do it. But you can do the streaming one, continuous, it's called continuous, which doesn't get recorded. As soon as you stop, it stops. But you've seen those ones where you have to vote, right? And you do like the heart emoji or the angry face, or the like, which one do you like? Now, Facebook, after a while of those going crazy, finally, stopped those, the faux lives as they call them. But there is a place for real, they're not fake, they're a real live, but it's a video. For example, let's go back to my slides and I'll talk about what I mean. Where should you be transparent? Hey, I recorded this earlier. It depends on the purpose. Think about it. Celebrities, Oprah, Ellen. I know I've seen Oprah for sure and other different celebrities. You see they're live now and you go and look and you like, that was produced in a television studio. It was already aired, on maybe Oprah's network or something, the own network. And now they're repurposing it by broadcasting it live. And that's like, you don't ever sit there and go, wait, Oprah, you're not live right now. You would just be going, oh, of course, duh. This is a show they've already ran and now it's running live on Facebook Live. And that's okay. So here's some of my own personal suggestions because we're still kind of in the learning stages of Facebook Live and using pre-recorded videos. So I think that if you let your audience know that you're live in the comments, I've done that before, experimented with it one time. I actually put in the description, hey friends, here's a presentation I did earlier. Love to share it with you live. And I'm live with you right here in the comments and answering questions. Or maybe it makes sense for you to say in the description previously recorded. I don't know, because here's the thing. As soon as that video ends, right, you've played the video and it's, whether it's, 15 minutes or it's a whole hour, it doesn't make sense to then say previously recorded because as soon as it ends, it's obviously a Facebook Live is then recorded. My personal favorite though is this, a combo of you live and recorded video. So that's going to be much more television quality. Right? Because when you're watching TV or the news or whatever, they always bring in the B-roll. And that's how you can make beautiful videos and bring them into your lives and broadcast. And I just realized I don't have an example loaded up for you today. I should have totally had that ready for you and going, this is what I mean. But I got my slides, so that's what we're working through here today. And we've got a few examples. I got a bit more to go. Here we go. Optimizing reach. When you're finished your lives, top tip for you, my friends, is to add captions. You do not necessarily, if you're broadcasting like for, 40 minutes, an hour, whatever it might be, you don't have to caption the whole entire thing. But if you are doing something with a real strong purpose behind it, like I am with this 3-part video series that brought to you by myself and Wave Video app, what I did, this is a screenshot down here at the bottom. how to create engaging social videos. And I mentioned earlier, if you missed it, the colored subtitles are actually something that every Facebook user has the ability to change your own caption font size and colors. So they look big and blue to me, but to you, they're probably standard black unless you figured out how to change them too. Captions, you can automatically generate on Facebook. They're not that accurate, but it's sometimes the fastest, easiest way to just get in there and you can type in yourself. Or what I'm doing with this series that Wave Video App and I are doing is what I do is as soon as I'm done, I download the video, or actually with this cool Ecamm Live app, by the way, you can do a local recording. You can do a local HD recording, and then I just load that up to YouTube. And that's another slide coming up in a minute. People ask me all the time, should I put my Facebook Live videos on YouTube? And then once it's on YouTube, you just go over to rev.com, and I think they're $1 a minute for transcription, right? So it's totally worth it, because then you're going to get more reach. And again, like I said, it depends on the purpose. You don't need captions on every single Facebook Live once it's done, but I do like to do it in the first few minutes if it's a longer one. You want a compelling title in the first line, especially if you're going to be budget behind it, which we'll talk about in depth next week. And because you can go in and edit that after the fact is what I mean. Choose a great thumbnail, or you can upload one. And next week, we're going to talk about the Mari method, exactly how to really very intelligently allocate your advertising budget to get maximum amplification, reach, mileage, conversions, clicks, everything, leads from your videos. So we'll do that next week. Video 3 coming up next week. Now then, repurposing video for other platforms. Should you upload your Facebook Live videos to YouTube? The jury is out among so many professionals and experts in the social media industry out there. You got to do what's right for you. Frankly, personally, I think a big part of it really kind of probably depends how you utilize your YouTube channel. For me, I'm not that active. Obviously my platform of choice is Facebook. But I have no problem with uploading Facebook Lives to YouTube, and I do that quite regularly. Why not? You get more SEO, you get other people that maybe hadn't come across you before. So I say, why not? It could, if you wanted to, you could be an edited version. And now then, what about Instagram? Well, you definitely, if you're going to put videos, repurpose video. It does need to be, you can do landscape video. Can you do portrait on Instagram? I should totally know that. I don't think, maybe you can. But it's landscape. They do accommodate landscape, but people still like square over there. And square is performing best on both Facebook and Instagram. It does have to be under 60 seconds. You might also repurpose for Twitter. You can do max 140 seconds. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But Twitter actually have some stats and facts out there that, again, shorter performs better. They have more video views to completion when it's 15 seconds. 15, you could do up to 30 seconds if you want. And maybe you're going to make a montage, right? So maybe like using the Wave Video app, you could actually easily show, you remember how I showed you in here, I went to this video, let me click on edit over here, and then I went to trim. So you could take that video and you just trim it here, and then I could add it again into another block, go to my uploads, let's say something I've uploaded, and then I trim another section of it. So you could use the Wave app as an editor in that regard. Super easy. You'll just drag and drop. Or you might have an editor of your choice already on your desktop. But that's a fun way to do it. Now, why not? This is what I think about when you're doing a whole full-on marketing campaign and you're doing a big drive for a lead generation or a new launch, a new product, a new service, driving people to your store. You want to maximize all your efforts, okay? It's not one and done. You just create one video, just put on Facebook. Oh, well, check the box. Okay, on to the next project. Really mapping it out and thinking it through about how you can optimize all these different channels and make different ideal format size videos and get better reach and visibility. One more element is your own blog and website. I love embedding videos. I embed videos in pretty much every post I do. Every blog post, I embed videos from Facebook, from Instagram, sometimes Twitter, but more YouTube. It's mostly Facebook embedded videos. And this actually will help you get a few more views, and it might even amplify your reach a little bit when you embed your Facebook videos. And you could also drive traffic from other sources to specific videos. Super quick if you don't know how to do that. It's real easy. Every single one, if you just go into your videos, as I hover over these titles, every one of them has its own unique URL. You can do it in there. So I'd go like this, I might go like that, copy link address, and then maybe I'm going to shorten it and I'll put it into Bitly or Hootsuite, and I put it over onto Twitter. Okay, you can shorten it so you can track the clicks, but Twitter doesn't count the links anymore, which is kind of cool. So that's on the video tab. Alternatively, obviously, you can just go in and grab the timestamp. If I just go down here, Facebook's so slow to load these days. Here's the video we're doing right here. You can even embed a live video. When you schedule, right, Ecamm Live and Be Live and Wirecast, they all make it really easy to schedule. And then that, you can take the URL of that. Now I can go copy this address and I could tweet that out. Actually, I put it in my newsletter yesterday. I mentioned that I'm going live and I gave people this link address so then they could come. And here, if I go in here, I'm pretty sure, can I embed? Yeah, see, I can even embed it. I could actually embed the exact same settings will be here when I'm finished this video, but so that's how you embed. You get the embed code, and I usually like to include the full post. That means the narrative, this part here. I like to include that because sometimes the videos don't always make sense without a bit of description. And then you just grab that code, you drop it into your website. Super easy to do, or your blog post. And also, then I showed you include video. Now, videos don't play inside of emails unless it's a YouTube video playing inside of Gmail. But you can do the video thumbnails. Really clever. I see a lot of clever marketers doing that, where they'll have, it looks like a video play button with the play icon on it, and you go to click it, and obviously it's going to take you out of your email program and somewhere else. Usually, I like to drive people to Facebook videos. And there, I put a wee screenshot of that there. I will give you the slides too, by the way, my friends. I'll include that. Now, Facebook cover videos, we talk about that already, and super, super cool and easy to do. If I go back over here and I'll show you the Facebook cover, see that automatically. Beautiful. Actually, let me go back to my watermarks. I'm actually going to take that one off. Actually, just can do it right there. And move that and say I want it up here. Don't really want to put anything at the bottom, although Facebook's making it easier now. This one needs music. Beautiful! That's cool. Oh, yeah, she's drinking her juice. And I think, okay, now this wee girl, I want her moved up a bit. You just grab the video. Oops, I need to be in edit. And I'll go like that. There we go. I need to see a bit more of the juice. Fun stuff. And I got my little sign block. I want to move that over a bit. Put my logo in, whatever. Sign up now wouldn't be might be like, come on in for a free juice. So I got a few examples of great Facebook cover videos for you. So you can include your own clips or stock. Maybe you showcase your work, make it appealing and enticing, spotlight customers, meet the team who works with you and for you. Great ideas. You could, if you wanted to repurpose your Facebook cover video, you could put it over to YouTube if you want. It's going to be slightly different dimensions, isn't it? Or Twitter, you can take a screenshot of it and put on your Twitter header, or you can just load the video to Twitter. Why not? And say, oh, we just loaded a new Facebook cover, embed in a blog post. Let's look at a few examples. So over here, your Facebook cover video could be something as simple as Summall. This is really cute. They got their wee icon peeking out from behind it. It's just a little animation with their button. Their logo. How long is this? Oh, too funny. It's actually almost a minute, but it's 48 seconds, and it just loops away. I love these guys. This end lapse. I was scoping around for some examples. If you guys have example cover images, pop them in the comments below. Either yourself or some really cool cover image that you've seen, cover video that you've seen that you really think is awesome. Let me know about it. And so I was doing some research. This one is awesome. This is actually end lapse. I think it's actually a time lapse tool or camera. And they're showcasing beautifully, right? This guy's doing some beautiful art, wall art. I was going to say graffiti, but it's beyond graffiti. It's stunning. So that, Flixel, I love these guys. They have a beautiful app that does cinemagraphs where it's only a portion of the video is moving. If you want to really see some of their cool stuff, you go into, I think they have a playlist. Yeah, they've got 10 videos under their cover videos. They're changing theirs up a lot. These guys are on the ball. And they actually even have this great blog post with some of the dimensions. You guys might be asking about the dimensions. Facebook recommends 820 by 312. and the autoplay and auto loop. You have to be minimum 20 seconds and 90 seconds max. And obviously I got my own video, cover video. I mean, keep calling it an image. Hey, round, did you see that? Circular profile pictures are coming. Circular profile pictures for both pages and profiles. Coming. All right. Summary. Upload natively Facebook. Everybody knows that. But just in case you didn't, you're like, oh my God, I got this great YouTube video and I just love it. And I've shared it on Facebook and nobody's seeing it. Why is Facebook not giving me any reach for this YouTube video? It's because, first of all, Facebook doesn't give much reach at all on pages, like between 1 and maybe 6%, unless you've just got some ninja trick that you're due. I get a little bit more than that, but it just depends. There's a lot of factors that go into it. If you spend a little bit of money, even a little bit of money on ads, which we'll talk about in depth next week on part 3, then you will find that your organic reach goes up. And you want to optimize both recorded and live. Experiment. I'm really excited to see some of the video content that you produce. If you've already tried out the Wave video app, let me know. Put a link to some of the videos you're creating. Super easy to use, really good stuff. I'm using a lot of Square, as you know, on my page because it's just it's getting better reach. And optimize, maybe broadcast live. Repurpose your video content. Don't be afraid to load it to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Repurpose, chop it up, embed on your website. And it's kind of almost saying the same thing about just maximizing your reach with multiple uses. Use a cross-posting feature, and post across different pages, different times. Reshare a video that did really well a while ago. If it's still timely, if it's evergreen, you can totally do that. No problem at all. If you reshare it, then it'll be aggregated count on the video views and metrics. But if you upload it again, it'll be different. Alrighty. So this is a video training series brought to you by the Wave video app. When we did part 1, I keep wanting to say last week, but I've been in a time warp. It was actually 3 weeks ago where I was recovering and healing, and I'm doing so much better now. Getting started with video creation. We did a wonderful video there. You can see that. And Wave is going to put all 3 of these videos onto a special page that you guys can access real easy and with the slides and everything. Today, that's what we talk about distribution. Once you've created your beautiful videos, you want to distribute them. Hopefully you picked up some ideas here today. Maximum reach and visibility. And then next week, same time, same place, Thursday, what is the date? August 24th, exactly 1 week today, same time. And I'll put up another schedule. But you can also sign up for notifications for when I go live. You hover over the following button and then you go under notifications and then you just click all live posts. You can also get to it on mobile. You can see similar kind of process to get to it on mobile. And then you get notified. Okie dokie. And that's next week is optimization, how to amplify reach on Facebook, my ninja tricks. With that, my friends, I'm going to come back off of a camera like that. And I would love to see if you guys have questions for me. I'm sure you do. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I always love being with my peeps and seeing how I can support you and help you to increase the success of your marketing efforts and do more with your business. So let's see. I'm going to just go like this. This is the easiest way for me to do this. Just click that, go like that. Let's see. So just kind of going from the top down. I'm going to skim down here. Hanny. Hello, Hanny. He says repurposing is my middle name. I love it. High five, my friend. Lisa Bauer. Hey, you're saying, could you use live audio and recorded? Whoops, it jumped there. I'm so sorry. I didn't see it. Oh, yeah. Could you use live audio and recorded video without audio? Live? No. If you're doing live audio, well, through a third-party app, like if I took myself off camera using this app, Ecamm Live, you would still hear me. I can take myself off camera. I could do a whole presentation. You're right. I think that's what you're saying. But if you're using Facebook Live through the mobile app and you're doing audio, like I don't know if you know that, but you can do live audio only through mobile, the Facebook native mobile app. You can't do any visuals. It's like it's only you. It's only you. It's only your voice. Is what I should say. Excuse me, my goodness. Pratina, you're asking if I have a discount code. Wave, the Wave video app is the free. You can totally do a free trial with the Wave app. Highly recommend that Wave free trial. Tracy, you take your Facebook Live and you have an editor. You edit it for your podcast. Wonderful repurposing. Of course, I didn't even cover that, but that's brilliant, Tracy. Yes. So what Tracy's saying is you can strip the audio. Now, also, I see my good friends Mike Stelzner over there, the Social Media Examiner. They're doing something similar. They're taking their Facebook Lives, stripping the audio, and now they have another new podcast. Thank you, Rena. I appreciate it. What else do I have? Any other questions? Karen. Hi, Karen. CJ in the house. Do you have to have a specific level of an account on BeLive for having two people side by side for an interview? No, the first level, they have 3 different levels, but all 3 of them will do 2 people side by side. Yeah, great app. Oh, Lightstream. Thank you, Dean Hankey. I will have to check out Lightstream. Mary Rose, been mixing it up, video and audio. Nice. Dean, you like Wirecast? Yeah, good. Teresa, third-party app screen, please. I think, Teresa, you probably were asking about Ecamm. Let me just do this real quick, because in case other folks are wondering. ecamm.com. That is, these guys make the Skype recorder. Some folks might have it already. They make them for a Mac. All their tools are for Macs only. I love their story. I think it's 2 brothers. Such nice people. They have a great culture and brand as well. Really supportive. And then right at the top is your Ecamm Live for Facebook, just a one-time fee. It's like $30 or something. So between Ecamm Live and Animatron Wave, you got all your video and your live and everything you could need. It's pretty cool. Cool. Let's see. A couple more questions here, and then we got a wrap. Oh, Sasha, you saw the live notice on the left for the first time. I think it's new. I have not seen that before, eh? Oh, Dave. Yeah, thank you. So Wirecast, Dave Basalto, here's an iographer. He's a big-time Wirecast user. And Wirecast 8, I believe it's just out. I know I've been talking to Andrew and the team over there. We'll be able to bring on guests. You can bring guests directly into Wirecast 8. That's exciting. I'm a Wirecast user as well. I have them all. Karen, you're asking, does BeLive require someone else to manage while you're live? No. You've got the whole tool right there. You could do it all yourself. I mean, you could definitely have someone else manage it, especially if you have like a whole studio set up and you're not looking at the screen. You could totally have someone manage all that. Yeah. Thank you, Christopher. Oh, Joy. Yeah, the Mermaid Princess. That was great. Hi, Kate. Yeah, I definitely am feeling a lot better. Dave is asking for a discount code too. But Kate works with the Wave video app. Kate and her whole team are just amazing. But they're doing the free trial. I think you want to do the free trial first, and then and see how you like it. Oh, Mary Rose, right now Wave Video app is desktop only, and I must ask if they're thinking about bringing out a mobile version. Thanks for all your comments. If I missed anything here, I will circle back. Yeah. Karen, you're asking about BeLive. One more question here is desktop only, but guests can come on by mobile. I don't think you can broadcast through mobile just yet. Thanks, Tracy. Yeah, Vin, I'll put up a list of apps. You bet. I'm such an app. I'm a crazy app person here. I do love it. Matisse, my secret for not having my DSLR camera shut off after 30 minutes while broadcasting is I have it powered. I have a whatever you want to call it, a dummy battery that then goes into power. It's actually powered. Yeah. You guys are fabulous. Fabulous. I love you all. Go and check out the amazing Wave app and create some beautiful videos. Let me know. Post in the comments if you've done some videos. You see, I do a lot of that's the one I showed a lot. I did that 30-day challenge, a fitness one. I kind of like that juice bar one. I think I might have to open a juice bar. It's so easy. See if I just hover over that. I can just hit copy. Let's say, that one worked really well. I hit copy. Maybe I'll swap out the video, and it's like I got a new video in like under a minute. Gotta love that. So, my friends, we will see you same time, same place next week for part 3 of this wonderful video series brought to you by the Wave Video app and myself. And we're going to be talking about how to amplify and get the most out of Facebook ads for your video content. You guys are awesome. Have a blessed rest of your day, evening, morning, afternoon. See you again soon. Ciao for now.